18th, 2013. Oh, what a wonderful world. End of the week. Yay. It's my Friday. Didn't get pizza today. Usually Saturdays are pizza night. But they opt, when I used to call on my way home, they opted to grill, and we had burgers on the grill. Actually, cheeseburgers. Tross had his friend over, Jake, and there was enough to go around, so everybody got a nice burger. And it was nice. It rained earlier today, and it should help green up a lot of stuff. And then I think it's going to rain tomorrow, so I'm not sure if we'll be doing much outside. Gordon did pick up a self-propelled mower. He kept looking, because it's easier for him. The one we got is really hard to push around, and we have a really big yard. So the areas that you can't get with the riding mower, you need to push more to get around the trim and trees and stuff like that. And then with the self-propelled one, and we're big fans of Lawn Boy, because they're pretty light. They're made really light, not aluminum frames, but magnesium. So usually they're not made of metal or steel, and they're really light and easy to push around. So we've really liked them over the years. Plus they're pretty easy to work on. The ones that we used to work on were mix the gasoline and the oil together, and just the one mixture kind of burns through, and so the oil kind of lubricates as it's firing the pistons and stuff. Where like this one, they did after a few years started making a regular separated two stage. If they had the oil lubricating the engine, and then the gas actually running through the carburetor and the combustion system. So he says it works good. Picked up right here in Anoka, so he ran down and grabbed it and got it at a good price. So he said it runs good, and then he'll be able to mow some. He keeps saying that he's not sure what he can do. Getting where he's hard to help out around the place, but he still gets out there, and him and Tross mowed a couple of days this week, and got the rider going and mowed all around the yard, so I didn't have to mow any this week, which is a good thing, because I was working overtime. So I worked 6 days straight. So I got 1 day off tomorrow, and then I'll work another 6 days straight. And then at the end of the month there's the holiday, so I get to work 1 day off and then work Monday. So Memorial Day. So end of the month. So busy time of the year. Take advantage of it, because I'm all excited about the vacation. Starting to look at things to do in California. We're going to have a few days there in Arizona, so we'll have to figure out something to do. They mentioned maybe we'll see the Grand Canyon. I've never seen Grand Canyon, and neither has TJ. So you have to see how hot it is. It's going to be especially in August. It's probably going to be in the triple digits for sure. But just have to see if we can acclimatize ourselves. And the main thing I'm looking at is to take the California trip. I'm really getting excited. I know his band, System of a Down. I've really listened to him and really have got to like the music. And when we've seen them last year, they're in Toronto. We flew up to Toronto and seen them. I was impressed. So I'm really hyped about seeing them. So I've been listening to them. When I do my exercises in the morning, so I get every morning get a fresh start on the day, stretch, bend, and kind of get the body loosened up for the work day, which seems to help out when I'm looking throughout the day. I really see the difference that when I do my daily daily workout that does benefit me throughout the day and throughout the week. But I just really take note of how wonderful this life is. I mentioned before, just time has come. 50 years of kicking around, and I'm really fortunate that I'm in the position I am. I know I mentioned this before, that we struggled many years, and it wasn't, and the way I looked at it, it wasn't how much you made as what you did, and almost got to do and experience some of the things. And I just see that we wouldn't be able to do them. Those things I experienced, I wouldn't be able to do them now. Like I said, travel around the country. I mean, that in itself is, 10,000-mile journey. Spending time in the West Coast there in Washington State is remarkable in itself. The 10-year spent we sent up north there is just unbelievable. Constantly reflect on that, especially this time of year in the spring, when the creeks are all flowing, and this time of year, there's certain things that you'd see pop up when I'm in neighbors, when I'm working outside on the cable, and I can see these ferns pop up, because there's tons of ferns down there by the St. Louis River where we lived. There's three creeks that ran through the property, so there was constantly, you could hear, you could sit up in the house and listen to the water, because we made a little waterfall. One of the creeks that was the closest had a pretty good drop, and then we cleared it out, so you could hear that water running. Like now, the windows are open at night, you can hear that waterfall. Water running all night long. It's very peaceful, very soothing. Even tonight, we were sitting on the back deck there and just listening to the creeks. We know there's a creek, some water over this way north of us, because we can hear the frogs, and usually frogs, not toads, but frogs, have a certain chirp. There's two varieties that we have here in the state. And you could hear them because they really are wet and like water. Of course, it rained quite a bit today, so there was some actual puddles. Like this morning, I got up to go to work. You can tell it rained quite a bit overnight because the worms were crawling across the driveway. And usually, when the ground's that wet, that the worms pop up, and got a pretty good soaking, which is good. So like I said, this last week we planted some trees, and the lawn got mowed, so everything got a good drink. The trees are just now starting to bud, green leaves coming out. So it's been a late spring for us, but seems to be here. It was kind of chilly. I wore a short sleeve shirt to work today, but I got rained on quite a bit. First job I was out, not as much outside. The second one I was right next to the house. I had to repair some cable outside, and the way the water was coming right off the roof, it was just up and down my arms, and I had this double cutoff thing that I was wearing, and it just got soaked to the bone. My head got soaked. Kind of rewashed my head, but other than that, it was kind of chilly this morning. But then finally the rain passed, and then the sun came out. It got very humid. Even Gordon was having a hard time. I can notice tonight breathing. Humidity is harder for him to breathe with his lung COPD thing going on. So I don't know if we're gonna. He kind of wishes that we would have went ahead and spent the money and got a newer air conditioning, because I know the one we have is the same age as the house, so it's getting up there. 79 or 80. So 30, over 30 years old. So it looks like the original one. And yes, it just doesn't have the to keep everything cool, especially up here with all the windows and the sun. Once the tree in the back gets all its leaves, it shades a pretty good part of the house. So that makes a difference. But yeah, summer's going to be challenging. And like I said, I don't know if he's going to be coming with us on our little excursion trip there, but I hope he does. I'd really like to see him. I mentioned before, I'd really like to see him come with us and make the trip out to LA, because that's where Devin is. And I know him and Devin's got a pretty strong bond, and I'd like to see that, but it's still not talked about yet. So I'm still I was looking at the calendar. It's still over 2 months away. So a long time between now and when vacation sets in. But yeah, I'm off for a couple of weeks and going to really make some plans. I was looking at, like I said, some of the things there in LA, and check them out and to see what's going on. But I was thinking of a song, wonderful. It kept going through my head, and I was trying to think. I was trying to look it up. It kept giving me the Louis Armstrong "It's a Wonderful Life" song. I think that's not it. It's not it. But there's another one. I'm going to say by Otis Redding. No, I can't be right. But what a wonderful world. Oh, Sam Cooke. That's it. I remember this one from Animal House. Animal House was a popular movie for us youngsters for the day. It was about college and stuff, but it was hilarious. But this is the one I was thinking about. It's a wonderful world. Life is good. Life is good. May 18th, 2013.